All right, the Sugar Show live and in color. Sean O'Malley back on the proven ground here tonight. And what else can you say about what he did against Abu Dhabi? Close fight against Petr Yan, but that really served to put him on this championship trajectory.
Well, you gotta stand out and take note when you fight someone like that. So close. Even if he had lost, you had to give him his respect. But ultimately, he got the decision. This guy is a great striker. The one area where we have not seen him tested is in the grappling. Tonight, he will have to rely on that if he wants to get another victory in what has been a fast-paced ascent up the bantamweight rankings.
And he is a willing grappler. We've seen him compete in Quintet Ultra. Augusto Tanquinho Mendes, UFC veteran there firmly in his corner. But you're right, we haven't necessarily seen Sean O'Malley tested in that realm as yet. Well, if any UFC division has multiple boogeymen right now, perhaps it is 135 pounds for the men, but Merab Dvalishvili, given the wrestling, given the pace, is a fight that I would think a lot of bantamweight contenders would try to avoid.
Yeah, I mean, it must be so upsetting and so frustrating to fight Merab, because Merab is just on you. He's on you like a wet blanket. He wants to take you down, he wants to pressure you, he wants to make you work the entirety of the fight. It's so fun for a guy like me to watch because I love wrestling, but to be his opponent would be an absolute nightmare. This guy is a monster.
Volume takedowns doesn't even begin to describe it, right? It makes for a suffocating night at the office to face Merab Dvalishvili. We'll see how his opponent fares tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Sugar Sean O'Malley. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
Well, Sean O'Malley has been a notorious fast starter in the UFC thus far. It is something his corner has prioritized once again here tonight. Let's see if O'Malley can lead the dance and dictate the pace here. Nice front kick lands for the kickboxer there. And I guess on the other side, DC, if you're the wrestler, gotta be undeterred, still gotta figure out a way to get this fight done.
You gotta keep pressing. You gotta keep going forward, trying to get those takedowns. You also gotta recognize that the kick coming right up the middle. And if you can time it correctly, you can change that into a shot that will allow for you to get the takedown. There it is, now he's on the mount. Now he's got good body position, yup.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Dvalishvili's back in full mount, making all these shots count. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Dvalishvili's is able to flatten him out now. This could be real trouble now.
That was nice.
Good work from the top here by Dvalishvili.
This is a terrible position. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Well, that combination's going to leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Dvalishvili. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Great work here from the bottom fighter.
And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's gonna lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase his fence.
Oh, heavy shots raining down.
Beautiful ground and pound, and that would cut him.
Dvalishvili's back in full mount.
He's got to be careful here.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Lands with the ground and pound here. Dvalishvili's able to make a nice transition there, back into side control. Oh man, another ground strike gets through. It's going to be Motrin in the morning. The swelling starting to appear. Continues to attack here. We'll see if he can set up the arm bar. Ooh, that looks tight.
Looks like he's getting tight.
Takes his back now.
Now he's going full mount.
Dvalishvili's got his back yet again. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off this back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Dvalishvili's got him in a crucifix now, gonna go to work from the top. We approach the 1 minute mark in the first round. And very effective with the ground and pound. Dvalishvili's right back to the full mount. What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs. Going for a submission now, or so it appears.
He's looking to finish, John. Great job maintaining position over submission. Very smart. Great fight IQ.
20 seconds now remain in the round. Round one winding down here. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Round two next.
Stop!
All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. Pretty fast jab.
Heavy on the cut.
Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect. Oh, and now the hip toss position now to go like this.
He did a great job of stepping all the way across to get that hip toss. Now look for him to start chasing down a submission.
Short elbow.
North-south position. Getting the mount here.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Dvalishvili. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down.
This is where he wants to be.
Oh, postures up and delivers a big ground and pound strike to the head. Nicely done there by Dvalishvili. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. The ground strikes starting to pile up.
Posture up and drop some bombs.
Nicely done. Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Nice positional control here. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
O'Malley's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital. Landing strikes nicely here from top position.
He's running the hook.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
I know you've got a huge appreciation for this.
Oh, I mean, this is high-level grappling by both of these guys. Oh, right into mount. He's got to start throwing down.
Oh, just a merciless approach here on the ground, continuing to target that cup. Dvalishvili's back inside control here. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Dvalishvili's got an arm, looks like he's trying to lock up a Kimura.
In good position to try to get a Kimura finish. He's got to take his time now. He's got to make short movements to try to separate the arm from the body in order to get a good amount of torque to get him to tap.
Hang on a second. Beautiful job to escape.
The level of awareness that he just showed there tells you how high level a mixed martial artist this man is. Great ground and pound by this man.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow.
Oh, he's stepping over the head here.
Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Arm still not out of harm's way yet.
Look at all the pressure on the arm.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Couple hammer fists there for good measure. Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming.
Big shots landed by him now. Well, he's got his back now, and the horn sounds on round two.
All right, take a seat, bud. Deep breath in. Breathe in through that nose, out through that mouth. All right, here's some water. Listen, your kicks are working.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Oh, shot to the body connects there. Oh, how about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Just missed with that right hand.
Nice block.
All right, he gets the takedown now, DC. We'll see what he can do in this advantageous spot.
He set it up beautifully. Let's see if he can now take full advantage of it. He passes the half guard. There it is. Now he's running him out. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
All right, side control now. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
O'Malley feints. Takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight.
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much is so impressive because his opponent is getting back to his feet, but he's got this ability to continue to chase takedowns.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining. He's got to be careful here. Well-placed shot right to the swelling. Great job recognizing where he's hurt and going back to it. It looks like the official may need to call in the ringside physician.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. We get the official decision with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 1 second of the third round, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Merab the Machine